glow thing. It's pretty sweet. Oh, that stuff in your right hand will get it done.
Yeah.
So we're trying to make a fire even though we think it might rain within the next half an hour.
Yeah.
We can get down to some of these coals. I think they're going to be hot underneath.
Yeah. I see it spark. So your gloves done for?
They're really gross right now.
Are you going to repair them and clean them, or you burn them?
I'm certainly not going to burn them. I don't know if I'm going to repair them or clean them right now or anything like that. I'm just going to leave them where they are.
All the tinder just went up at once.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I really didn't expect it to spark up quite so well.
Right.
That was quick. Luckily, Battle Box is going to come in real handy here.
Is that the fire granules?
Yeah.
They didn't burn last time.
Burns up to 1,000 degrees.
Oh, hot damn.
It can repel
How many
rain.
of those do we have left?
2.
Well, before and after the fire.
Before and after the rain.
Before and after the rain is what I meant.
I mean, we could do them before and after the fire, but I feel that would defeat the object.
I think you can burn the thing they're in too.
So what do these do, Carl?
I don't really know. It lights wet wood, burns approximately 1,000 degrees, burns on snow, water, ice. It's non-volatile. It burns up to 10 to 15 minutes, comes in a waterproof pouch, no harmful chemicals. Yeah, insta-fire, apparently.
It's not doing much right now.
Yeah, we'll see about that. See how things go here. Why do we have to burn the chicken's head? Is it not enough you've already shat him
Why
out?
do you want to burn all of the chicken?
It'll smell good.
No, it won't.
It'll smell great.
Why do you think?
Why do
it
you think
would?
roasted chicken head smells good?
It's gonna smell like chicken.
It's the part that isn't edible. Beak and
Oh, it'll be
brain
fantastic. It'll smell like chicken, I bet. That's my. I'll prove it.
at our expense. You want a lighter?
No, Patrick's filming. That would be silly.
Well,
Need to try to do this legit.
You want a hand?
I'll take a whack at it first.
Okay.
you just wait. Those granule things are just resting up. They're going to explode like a fireball. It says it burns wet wood. All right, I don't fuck around with granules. Are just resting. All right.
They're waiting for more wood because they'll explode.
There's a warm-up phase. All right. They're just waiting for their crescendo.
Skip the thunderstorm.
Maybe.
Still 7:35.
Huh? Guess not.
What?
I know if it's at the right air density, it'll burn.
Burn. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Flour.
Flour.
Flour? Flour will put the fire out.
It burns.
They have a lot of explosions.
Cornstarch, flour. Cornstarch and flour, I'm pretty sure go up like fireballs.
Under the right conditions, they will, because a lot of they store flour in those huge grain elevator things, and occasionally you'll hear about one of those exploding, and it's just a colossal explosion.
Gonna come back with some urine-soaked firewood.
You gonna eat this, Patrick?
Maybe.
I wasn't asking to eat it.
Patrick didn't eat that much this trip.
He did not.
I'm not the kind of person that requires lots of food to survive or be happy. I'm pretty slim. Look at me. I mean,
British people are so polite that even in this scenario, he didn't want to eat in front of us.
I really didn't. I thought that would be bad. You know.
I expected it. I would have been totally cool with it.
Yeah, yeah. Like you could have grilled up some steaks, and we'd have beat you up.
We are American and all. Where's my hat?
Huh?
In there.
I think you shed it. That's what happened there.
Look at my eyes.
For Henrietta.
Yeah, I keep trying to think of you know that meme where the black guy's like, look in my eyes.
Oh, I'm the captain now.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a fun one to apply to you.
I think the subreddit will make that one into you.
Henrietta's bowl.
I already threw one of her bowls in the fire.
That
R.I.P.
chicken had personality. I felt bad about how that all went down.
You know the problem with that chicken? She was a little stringy.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think we overcooked her. And maybe it was that beating we gave her before we killed her. I think that's. I hear that
all the adrenaline left her body and went into her tissue after the first.
to me.
Ah! They were my friend. Why are you holding my neck? Let my neck go. I'll eat your caterpillars for you.
That's exactly
That
what
first
she
blow
would've said.
didn't even paralyze her.
Let my neck go.
I got an up close view of what was going on over there.
It looked real horrific from back
It reminded me a lot of when Theon Greyjoy has come
That's
back
what I
to
was
Winterfell, took over, and the blacksmith starts talking shit. And he can't allow that kind of disrespect, so he puts his head on the log and he's just...
Yep.
And he looks around in horror and everybody's just... Everybody's aghast.
It was
Like,
2 hits. It was 2. I know Kyle's gonna say it's more, but after the second one, there was like maybe skin and feathers were still connected, but 2 hits got it done. And I did
She
what I
might have blacked
could.
out after 2 hits.
Well, see, I read about cutting the neck. I've said this before, and they said cut it harder than you think you need to, because it's in no one's best interest for this to take, multiple cuts. So I was like, right, when I chop it, I'm gonna chop it harder than I think I need to. But it is hard to do.
You said your chicken socks were done, right?
those are done, for sure.
Just lay that over there.
Yeah, we'll dry them up. They'll be usable tomorrow.
Yeah.
They'll be dry in no time.
Mm-mm.
Resourceful.
What is that?
Field circumcision kit. We just figured that out. Put your wiener there, kind of come around, and now you're American.
Or Jewish.
Or Jewish. Thank you, Bottle Box, for your flammable boxes.
That's a big
We're
fire.
in a real survival
Battlebox makes the most
situation.
flammable containers on the market. Dangerously so.
We're actually just taking a lot of things like battle boxes and empty wrappers and stuff and burning it so that we have less to haul out tomorrow.
And because it's rain on the way. Potentially.
I'm hoping that we skip the rain. We'll
Rain
see.
on the way. It's
I
almost there.
guarantee it.
You guarantee we're going to miss the rain?
I guarantee I'm going to skip the rain. If it pours, I'll find somewhere to hide.
This thing's dirty.
I'll find somewhere. Yeah.
It can still burn.
It'll burn.
No, I was
Get
going to
it.
save it as the fanning thing.
Ah. Yes, you threw
You
the
still got
fanning
that big
front.
box over
No,
there.
he just threw it at, oh, the big one over there. Yeah.
Yeah, we can salvage something from that.
Nasty grease.
It's all covered in the nasty
Plus
oil.
that flour catch and just go boom.
Blow us all backwards.
You just wait, those granules are still at the base of this
There's
fire.
another pair of socks.
Dry
Let's have a
them
look.
off.
Are they?
They look like girly socks. Are these yours? These European socks?
Very feminine.
Almost
those are
certainly,
yours.
but I'm not. I mean, I've got some Nike ones here that I'm also not going to be keeping because.
Ah, so dry your socks off. There you go.
Yeah.
There we go. They'll dry off right there.
Real
Hang on,
good.
I think I might.
No,
Where,
Americans do laundry.
my other socks might be under here. I might get them in a minute. At least one
Under
of them
your
is.
rainfly.
Yeah.
Nike is ancient Greek for victory.
Hmm.
After the victory at Marathon, the Athenian runner ran all the way to spread the news of the great victory.
26.2 miles.
Not true.
He arrived after that long run and he screamed Nike, and then he dropped dead from exhaustion. And hence the marathon was born.
And Adidas was the word Hitler used to describe people who ran lots and
Absolutely, yeah.
died. And Puma.
All right. So this is my water filter. I've had it for a number of years. Kyle and I used it the last survival trip, and I've used it, I don't know, a bunch of trips here and there. I didn't know it, but I think that the filter has either aged out or worn out or whatever, and we're using an old filter. I'm pretty sure we actually need to filter this water, that it's not just safe to drink. And do you see it leaking like that? What happens is the pressure builds and then it kind of fails. So here, I'll fill it up. It just does this constantly, like water hardly passes through it anymore. I've been working on it for a while and I have maybe a quarter of a liter. And if you keep at it long enough, you will eventually fill it. But I say that, but now it might be, now we're back. It will eventually fill it, but it just makes water like 100 times harder than it should be. So here we go. It's been a minute or two, a couple minutes probably, and the bottle's at about 80% now. What we figured out is that if you pump it really slowly, and I'll lift this so that you can hear it trickle. I'll do my best here. It's not working. The water's really near the top. But if you lift it, I'm not getting any water. If you go really, really, really slow, then it doesn't like get too much pressure and blow past the O-rings. And that seems to be the best strategy. If you feel the pressure building up like just there, it was starting to leak out. Stop, let it chill, and I'm almost at the ramp on this bottle. So I'm almost at 100%. It's not easy, but it'll get us till tomorrow, that's for sure. And that's victory.
Those places.
Cheers, I think this is a good fire.
It's a great fire. I'm just too fucking. Ow, here comes the smoke. Too fucking close to it. What the fuck? The hell simulator. Jesus Christ.
Woody, would you just like to explain what you're doing and also highlight on the fact that the storm never came?
Well, I am thankful that the thunderstorm didn't arrive. We don't have as much firewood tonight. I guess we didn't collect it because we don't need any for tomorrow. We're just burning what we have. A lot of the pieces that we have left over are the ones that we kind of passed over on previous nights. So, do you have a flashlight?
Mm-hmm.
Here. If you look, there are these giant green pieces that can't be broken very easily. And I was putting them in the fire, kind of burning them in the middle to break them, and then rearranging them when it's time. Not time for that one. Rather than blow it, we figured out we can use these cardboard boxes to do this. It seems to work just as well. See if we have anything good here. There we go. Look at that. We got a fire. That's a fire. This is my Australian accent.
Australian.
What's that?
It's Australian.
Australian, yeah, it was.
Australian accent.
Clearly.
I'm not too good at accents either.
Either? What are you suggesting?
That was a majestic fire.
Kyle? I really could stay longer.
I think with the food situation sorted, you could.
Fuck that. Apparently I don't need any.
No, I feel like if you did another week, with literally.
Another week with these two.
That would be difficult.
I don't feel like hunting is going to be a reliable way to get food.
Nope.
And unless I have more knowledge, gathering's not either. There just seems to be trees, but no food.
Yeah, I agree. We haven't seen any berries, real.
Right, I saw one holly tree, but I'm pretty sure that's poisonous. It's just, I think it's an easy environment to survive in because you don't have any climate challenges, right? We could have slept on the floor and it'd been fine. You don't really have big climate challenges, at least not right now. Fire's easy. Water's easy. You just need food and we totally failed.
Yep.
And Henrietta had to pay the price for it.
Monster. Yeah.
Little tricky to find in the dark?
A little.
Were you calling for it?
I yelled a couple times just to kind of get my direction.
Yeah. I mean, you want to yell back.
It's hot. And it's not just hot, it's humid. I think the humidity was in the upper 80 percentile today. And today I think was the hottest day. It got up to about 91 Fahrenheit. Today was punishing. I must have sweat out a gallon at least. It feels like I drank as much. Today was awful. We did PKA today, and I think that went pretty well, you know, for what we're doing. I think it went well. And we killed the chicken and kind of ate it. It was awful. It really did taste bad. It was really stringy and tough. Like, it wasn't that it tasted bad, but it had kind of a weird smell to it, and like a, you know how like fish has like a fishy smell? This chicken had a chickeny smell that I'd never really experienced before, although I've never boiled a chicken and then ripped its skin off with my hands before either, so that was awful. That didn't taste good at all. Woody ate quite a bit of it. I think he's a lot hungrier than I am. I haven't really eaten anything, and it doesn't feel good. I feel really weak. I get some dizzy spells every now and then, but whatever. Doing okay, I guess. As far as those guys go, I guess these confessions are supposed to be more of like me bitching about them, but so I guess if I had to pick at anything, I guess Woody killing the chicken today. That was pretty horrible to have to see. It reminded me of Theon Greyjoy in Game of Thrones when he's hacking off the blacksmith's head. I think it was the Hound Keeper in the book, but in any case, or maybe it was the Castellan in the show. Yeah, that's what it was. Anyway, didn't go very smoothly, but you know, 3 seconds and the head was off, so whatever. Plucked the bird, ate the bird. Chiz is struggling. I think Chiz is going to be so happy when we get the fuck out of here, and I will be too. Chiz, I don't know if he's afraid of the creek water and what might be in it, or what, but Chiz has refused to bathe on this trip, and the water does have like a sulfury kind of smell to it, like especially like when you start splashing around in it and your feet stir up the mud on the bottom. But it's so much better than the BO that we're just reeking with, Woody and I especially. So that's kind of funny. Chiz smells horrible. I think Woody did pretty good today. I got no complaints with Woody. You know, we all worked together pretty well. Got our firewood together. Got our, you know, we had to boil that water for the chicken, and then it was a real team effort to get that chicken done. So we kind of came together pretty well today. Got everything done. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow because I'm going home. Going home to my bed and my hot shower and, you know, my face moisturizer and all the creature comforts that I like. I don't like roughing it. I really don't. Didn't enjoy this at all. Not the roughing it part. I always enjoy hanging out with the guys. Always have a good time regardless of the situation, but certainly would have been a lot more fun doing something else. But this was all about you guys. You know, we talked about this forever, over a year, and we did it. And I went out here and suffered for you guys. So I've enjoyed this thing. Patrick's been awesome. Patrick flew 8 hours. Never been in the U.S. before. We dropped him right into this fucking shithole, and he never complained a bit. He even, you know, he brought real food, but he was kind of, he didn't want to eat it in front of us because he knew that we'd just be drooling, and he was really cool about that too. So thank you, Patrick, for coming and being really cool on this trip. Did a great job. And thank you guys for watching these videos. I feel like we worked really hard to do this thing. I know some people are probably going to bitch and moan because, like, I don't know, we had a hammock or that old man gave us cookies or something, but I promise you, if we hadn't had those cookies, like, somebody probably would have passed out from exhaustion. And if we hadn't had those hammocks, like, I was worried about the snakes out here. If you have a minute, look up the Lake Russell WMA and then, like, include in that Google search timber rattlers. This place is full of them, apparently, and I didn't want to sleep on the ground. So, all in all, I'm glad we did this. We got it done. We did what we set out to do, and had a good time with the guys. So, that's it.
All right, so it's Thursday night as I record this, which is our last night. Tomorrow we'll wake up and then, I guess, pack up and head back to the trucks and such. So, I don't know, I had it in my head, although I haven't fully thought this through, of kind of doing report cards. I don't know that it seems a little funny, like you know, who am I to give out report cards? But Kyle did well. I especially appreciated his help in tending to the fire. That was good. He would tend to wake up early every morning and go hunting, but he didn't have any luck in that. There weren't even any close calls. It was just, he'd just be gone for a few hours and come back, and there was no food from there. I guess coming into the trip, I felt like, you know, I'd teach people to purify water, which is nothing. I'd handle the fire, which is nothing. It's easy. I mean, I've done that a lot. And Kyle would find food. The closest we have to food are the crawfish that I caught. So, and they turned that down, but I ended up eating it myself. Chiz, I guess I was a little surprised. Now, you know, before I say this, I'll say I don't know what's going on in his body, right? Like, he's pretty much detoxing off coffee right now. I think he has a headache all the time. They say he wasn't chain smoking. I guess I misused the term, but, you know, every time I saw him, there were like 15 or 20 cigarette butts by his feet. He ran out of cigarettes. He had brought several packs with him, went through about a pack a day, and now he's out. So, like, you know, I don't know what he's going through. It could be really rough on him. But he's in a spot where this trip, like, if the fire was dying, he would tend to it less than anybody, and only when you specifically told him to. So, like, that was a surprise to me. Of course, just, like, walking and carrying stuff, and, like, the hike in, I was going to say almost killed him. Like, that'd be a stretch, but, like, I had sort of forgotten that he was any different than the rest of us, really. I had sort of thought, like, you know, yeah, I don't know. I just never really thought about him being big and you know, being a smoker and you know, a guy who has at least a pack of cigarettes and 10 cups of coffee a day. And when you get out in the woods and you have to start, like, doing physical things, it showed up, and I didn't really think of it, because in my head he's the same as everybody else. And that's where he's headed. That's where he needs to be. I keep saying I'm a broken record on these things. He's got his act together in a lot of places, but you know, physical fitness isn't one of them. And maybe that's why he didn't do as much as everybody else on the trip. Even Patrick, the cameraman, who had never been camping and wasn't expected to, like, tend to the fire and stuff, just had a natural kind of, like, well, if everyone's doing things, I can't be sitting around on my bum doing nothing. I have to chip in. And but those kind of thoughts either don't happen to Chiz, or they're overridden by, you know, some other, you know, demon that he's battling through his, I call it detox. People are going to think he's on drugs. He's not. But, you know, he's on just coffee and cigarettes. So, I don't know if this is a dick thing to say. I grade myself pretty highly on this thing. Holy shit. Do you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
The fuck is that?
I have no idea.
Was it a pig?
I don't think.
A goose?
It sounded like a duck or something, didn't it?
I thought I should have brought my shotgun. But I think I actually did the most on this trip. You know, I caught food. No one else did. I tended the fire, certainly more than anyone else. I started the fire every single day except today. But whatever. You guys have watched the footage, and I have no idea what the other confessionals had to say. But that's I don't know. I'm certainly not ashamed. As far as how well we did as a group on surviving, like on a scale of 1 to 10, I gotta give us a 1. I mean, BattleBox was kind enough to hook us up with a lot of gear, and that made our stay more comfortable. Like, the weather's so nice and everything. If we had built the shelter and slept on the ground, it wouldn't have really changed the experience. Like, we didn't even get rain all week. We could have just, you know, it's been so nice out and stuff. We would have been fine, but it was a little more comfortable. If you think we're not roughing it, we were on the Edge Network, man. Edge Network. Think of that. But food was really the one thing that we were supposed to come up with. Now, we brought a live chicken and butchered it and ate it. I guess that counts for a little something, maybe. But catching 2 crawfish in a week is not surviving. That's just dying slowly. I I don't know if this is a secret or not, but Kyle's girlfriend locked herself out of the house, so he had to like run home, rescue her, and then he trekked back through the dark in the woods, and he was gone for like 2 hours, because that's how long that takes. And he weighed himself and said he lost 6 pounds. That's something, 6 pounds. It's only Thursday, right? It could be 7 tomorrow. And I might guess that I've lost somewhere in that neighborhood too. It wouldn't shock me if I learned that I was at 8 pounds. He said, Woody, you'll be at least 8. So, it was definitely experience. That's a lot to, we went a long time without eating. But I guess that's it. Overall, it was a successful trip. We did what we meant to do. We didn't come home early. But the guys definitely don't like discomfort. I actually take a certain pride in it. I look back and, while it was hard at the time, I look back and think, yeah, I remember when I did that thing. That was cool. I'm proud of me. Can you tell how much emotionally richer I am? But the other guys don't share that. They like experiences, but experiences with discomfort are just not their cup of tea. So I guess lesson learned on that. We'll have, my stomach's growling. We'll have to find other things that we can do together that people are interested in that don't involve discomfort, because they don't like it. They don't like it. Whereas I swear to God, if this thing was 3 or 4 days longer, well, 4 is a lot, but 2 or 3 days longer, and I'd be happy. I don't even need to go home tomorrow. I'm good. Well, I'm sort of enjoying my time in the woods. I'm cool. They're campaigning for leaving as early as possible, and I'm like, why not sleep in? I like sleeping in. What's the rush? And so different mindsets on that. They are absolutely ready to go, and I guess that's my confessional. Patrick, do you think there's anything I can't see you, but is there anything I should be doing, saying?
No, I think that's about it.
Think that's about it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's my last confessional. Too long, didn't read. I'm fucking awesome. Cut.
End of day 4 here, Thursday. I did PKA. Thought that went all right today. Everybody really wants to go home except Woody. Woody wouldn't mind staying a couple days. He's out of his gourd. He likes camping though, so it's right up his alley. I smell like ass, just so bad. I just want to shower, just so bad. Showering a cup of coffee would make me so fucking happy. Kyle left a couple hours ago to go attend to something in his personal life, and he came back. I'm really surprised he came back. I would not have come back at this point, because we're leaving tomorrow morning, because we'll have accomplished what we set out to do, and we'll be leaving early tomorrow morning to shower, get some food, and not die. This was awful. Totally regret doing it. What else is there to talk about for today? Oh, Woody was supposed to kill the chicken today. We killed the chicken on PKA. Kyle wanted to kill the chicken because he knows how to do it. It's the one element of the chicken preparation he does know how to do. He doesn't know how to do everything else, but he knows how to kill the chicken. Woody took a whack at it, and I mean that literally. He had to hit the chicken about 4 times until it died, until its head was removed. Kyle thinks he was hitting too high above the shoulder, but it was really awful to see that. I'm really sad that my friend, my spirit animal, my pet, Henrietta, Charlie the chicken, Captain Clucks, all the names above had to die. And then Woody took a shit in the creek, saying that was Henrietta. That's very disrespectful. I didn't care for that much. Me and Kyle booed him when he said that, because she was the most amazing chicken spirit animal you could ever have. She ate bugs. She kept away demons. Would have warned us earlier about the rain coming. Besides the app and the wind, chickens know that shit. So I'm very sad we lost Henrietta. Would have been nice to have done the whole trip without her dying, and I put all the blame on Woody, because He had to eat her. Just had to eat her, and then really made her suffer. There was no need for that. She didn't have to suffer. He could have done a better job at killing her. Whatever. Yeah. I'm glad this is over. This sucks. This wasn't really any fun. Pretty miserable. A lot of bugs, sweat, disgusting filth, no coffee, no food. My friend was killed, so that's sad. So I'm very disappointed in how the last day went. We shouldn't have killed Henrietta, and I think Woody's cursed now. It'll come back and bite him. And that's it for the trip, I think. We're going to get out of here tomorrow morning, pack up, get the fuck out, get some showers, drink, eat, have a beer. And I think that's it. Really, I never doing this again. Never doing this again. This wasn't... It definitely seemed fun from the outside peering in, but this was not fun at all. No, this was worse than a lot of things. And when you kill my friend to wrap it up at the end, you know, the one thing that had me going each and every day, my little chicken, well, then you've crushed a man's spirits. And after that, he's never the same again. So I'll be wrapping up my day 4 confessional. I'll never look at Woody the same again after he butchered the chicken in the way he did with no remorse. That's that. Hope you enjoyed the series. I'm gonna die now.
I want to thank BattleBox for sponsoring PKA Survival Trip 2015. It's a monthly service where they bring you survival and preparedness stuff. If you're into survival or preparedness or bug out, they turn every month into Christmas. So check out the link in the annotation or description. You won't regret it.